Are you happy with where your notes are positioned?
Yeah.
Because
It needs a violin stand just off camera. Or maybe you could get some like screen thing there. You could look sincere like a politician reading it off a...
I can spend all podcast going.
Yeah.
Alexa, next slide.
Oh, I got time for that. Next slide.
No, skip it.
Why do I keep looking over there?
I haven't really got it up.
I know. Auto cue.
Oh dear. Excellent.
Right. We're back in the room.
Yeah, we're back in the room. Greetings, one and all. We don't know when this is going to come out. So
Just after Christmas, I think.
I'm hoping Christmas.
Always sometime around Christmas.
I hope you've enjoyed your Christmas dinner.
Yeah. I hope Wayne's shirt is not putting off your pudding.
So
I hope you're not watching this while you're having your Christmas dinner, to be perfectly honest.
Well, I hope they're not. They've got to pay attention to what they're listening to.
Wait till you've had your dinner, wait till you've had your pudding, and then you can sit down with your small glass of sherry.
Small
Glass of sherry.
And a whiskey chaser.
And then look at Wayne's shirt and be entertained by us.
That's it.
There you go.
Put us
Or
on.
sent to sleep by us, whichever was his...
Yeah. It'd be more entertaining than King's speech as it will be this year, won't it?
Oh, yeah, the King's speech.
Yes.
It'll be the King's speech, the first one ever.
Yeah.
So instead of watching that, because it'd be a lot of crap, what you want to do is
Yeah,
put YouTube onto telly and put us on.
You do realise that, Wayne, if they are watching this, then they would already have YouTube on.
Absolutely fine.
But put it on again.
No, but they might be listening to it while
true.
they're having the Christmas dinners, all sat there with headphones on.
Rod will be there playing.
Connected to Spotify.
People do that, don't they?
What?
They eat the Christmas dinner with the headphones on.
I do.
Yeah, Rod Stewart does. A loyal fan. So you've probably had Christmas. You're probably feeling a little tight around the waist. The midriff has never looked so big.
So now you know how we feel.
And now you're complaining about the
Welcome to our world.
Now you're complaining that the tumble dryer is set to too high and your clothes have shrank.
Yes, that's what happens.
You've been tricked into a box of Ferrero Rochers, and your
saying
hands
there was slimming tablets.
Your hands are stained with chocolate, and so you've found solitude.
Have you been talking to your mum?
You found
These are all my excuses
in the Listen Man podcast.
Ben and Jerry's. They said that it doesn't matter if you just eat half a tub and then you eat the rest of it later. But I like to go for the bottom half
first.
Yeah. So to get to the bottom half, you have to eat the top half.
I don't like to be told what to do, and I accept challenges. I don't stop until I shiver and fall asleep.
Did I tell you the story about Ben and Jerry's?
Jerry Garcia.
Yeah. Have I mentioned it?
To me, you have, but you could share it with the podcast listeners. Wayne will have a nap.
Ben and Jerry's decided to, in honour of Jerry Garcia, who played for the Grateful Dead, they wanted to create an ice cream for him. So they created Cherry Garcia.
What a funny line.
Yes, they were good at doing that, though.
Yeah.
They were good at doing that.
Lads.
So they created this ice cream. So they thought, all right, we've got to get some over to Jerry. I'll ring him up and give him a shout and see if he'd like to try it. So the rings up. They gets his number, rings him up. And his wife comes up phone. Hello. We've got, and tell her out story. We've created this ice cream especially in the honour of Jerry Garcia, and we'd like to actually bring him some over. Would that be all right? And she says, unfortunately, Jerry's in hospital. He's in a diabetic coma because he was a bad diabetic. He was in a diabetic coma. He did survive, and he did come around later. He did come around later and they did present to me his ice cream, but he couldn't eat it.
He was very ill.
He was very ill. Bad timing on their part.
Yeah, Cherry Garcia.
Yeah.
Ben.
Sorry,
No.
Jerry. But he is dead now.
It was the ice cream that finished him.
No, it won't.
So, seeing as though this is coming out just after Christmas, we have some New Year's Eve. Well, I have some New Year's Eve little information for you.
What year is it on this year? Well, what date? Is it same as last year's?
Well, it's the same date, but hear me now.
Him now.
Phil Collins. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Nope.
He's an easy lover. He always feels it coming in the air tonight.
Really? Does
But-
he get dressed up as a monkey?
Gorilla.
Gorilla? Monkey? Well, they're all the same.
He loves chocolate, yeah. But that was never confirmed that it was him.
No, it wasn't. But I bet it was.
It wasn't.
So if you play Phil Collins in the Air tonight on December the 31st at 11:56.40, the drum break will play right at the strike of midnight.
Bum, 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 bum.
Sorry, I think it'd been EastEnders there.
Oh, sorry, no.
I thought you were EastEnders.
That was Phil in his eight.
Somebody's watched too many soaps. He can't differentiate.
That was that typical beat.
You went.
That was actually done by Steve Lillywhite and...
What, it wasn't done by Phil Collins?
No, the sound was created before that.
Oh, what?
It was Steve Lillywhite, the producer. He'd done it on a... Oh, what do they call him? Did the album Soul?
So, oh yeah, I got a little factory about
And
this. Peter Gabriel?
Yes.
Yes.
He'd done it on that album.
All right.
And it was Steve Lillywhite that created it for that.
Did you know that Peter Gabriel has got an album at number 1?
Yeah, it's a new album, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's come out.
Is it I/O or something like that?
It's a really weird title.
And it's the first number 1 album he's had since So.
Is it?
37 years ago.
I like Phil. I like him, though. I like him. And he listens and I like Phil.
Apparently, a lot of people don't like him in the
It
industry.
can be divisive.
Yeah.
Is that of now?
Yes, now. Yeah.
Because
It's no album, yeah.
as of what date are we on today?
Don't tell him, Wayne. Don't tell him. Shh.
Well, I thought as on the 15th, the number 1 album what Killers. Because they fetched
Oh, yes. Sorry, but he has had a number 1 album. I think it might have been like
that's
last
what I'm
week.
saying.
Yeah.
because I was
the
going to say
Killers
It's got
are.
a really weird title, hasn't it?
It's called I/O.
Yeah, okay.
Killers have got the 8th UK number 1 album at the
Yeah.
moment. It's a best of, isn't it?
They're celebrating like 20
Is it?
years or something,
yeah,
aren't they?
yeah, something
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
Well, you know, they say best of, but we all know that the best album was Sam's Town.
Well,
Yeah.
this is...
He's a strange one. What do they call him? Lead singer.
Brennan
He's not a
Fla-
strange
Brennan
one. He's
Flowers.
all right, actually.
He's all right.
He's a wee man, isn't he?
It's not the tallest of chaps, but that's never been a problem within the music industry.
No.
In fact, who's a tall musician?
Mick Fleetwood.
Another one?
Mick Fleetwood.
In fact, is there a tall musician?
David
So-
Bowie was quite tall, though, weren't he?
Jarvis Cocker's quite tall.
What-
Jarvis
yeah,
Cocker
but
was
what are you
tall.
calling...
Was David Bowie quite tall?
I think he was about
What
6 foot, weren't he?
What are you
Was he?
calling tall and what are you calling not tall?
Well, Jarvis Cocker is 6'3", same height as me.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's tall, but
Yeah.
what are you calling small?
Anything
Well,
what's
Prince-
below 6'3".
Prince 5'4". 5'2".
Apparently, modern measurements could not measure Prince. It was classed as a shadow.
I think he's 5'2" or something like that. All right, but then you've got Bono, who's 5'5". And now he's
Is he
not
only 5'5"?
5'5". Bono. He's not a big lad.
Yeah.
Really?
However,
He wears thick soles on his shoes, though, doesn't he?
Yeah,
however-
well, he must do.
Bono is 5'5", but he has been nominated for a Grammy, an Oscar, a Golden Globes, and a Nobel Peace Prize.
For being small.
What, for being 5'5"?
Not for being 5'5". He's been nominated for a Grammy,
Oh,
an Oscar,
we've all been nominated, but has he won?
Golden Globe, and a Nobel Peace Prize.
A Nobel Peace Prize?
Yeah.
For what?
And that's not bad, is it, for somebody that's that size? And it's still short.
Well, have you got to be small to be not to be nominated for these?
No, but he's won them all.
Hold on,
He's got them
what
all.
did he do for his Peace Prize thing? Or to be nominated?
Just generally being on everything and saying how
Did he
he
walk
objects.
he went to Kosovo and just kicked aside some landmines?
Is that why then he refused to pay his tax bill because he doesn't take up as much space as somebody else?
Well, probably. I don't know whether he refused to pay it. He just
Forgot.
forgot to pay
Don't
it
it something
because
to
of
do with an
his...
island?
Yeah, he just... Oh, God. Well, my accountant says it were all right to send all my money over there.
The thing is,
To an island of 5'5" people.
it's easy to knock Bono, but, you know...
No, well, we like to do it.
I don't mind. He's written some... Him and The Edge have written some good songs.
Lee Edge.
Just in case they want to come on the show. But one of the things I do like about Bono, which creatively is not probably mentioned enough, I like the little characters he made.
Sorry?
The characters he made. He had these like stage characters. So the Fly was a character.
Yeah, I didn't know he'd done that.
Yeah, and you know he wears all black and he has his big fly glasses. That's like a little persona he did. He also did one where he wore like a gold suit and he was like an
James
Elvis.
Bond.
No, it was like an Elvis guy, but like dressed as a devil. I think it was like called like Lucifer or whatever. He had this like Lucifer persona on stage. He creates his little like characters.
I can understand that.
Especially, I think it was prominent with the Zoo TV tour back in the 90s.
I can understand that because it's often said that they have to portray a character to do what they do on stage.
Yeah.
Because if you just went on as Wayne, you'd be intimidated and you feel a bit
The crowd would be, yeah. The crowd would be.
Self-conscious. But if you pretend to be Batman and you leapt about and you did all things that Batman, you think you're playing that character, so you'd feel a lot more, it's not really me, so I can act as daft as I want because I'm dressed as Batman.
That's true.
And they get away with it.
Prince
That's
was very, very shy. In fact, he once, when he first started music, he did an interview, and it was so terrible. He barely spoke to the guy. He was really like, he's just an awful interview. And his manager at the time gave an absolute roasting, saying like, you know, if you act like this,
a lot of top actors are very shy, but once they get into the character that they're playing, they take on that role, and they're able to come out of the shell a little bit because they're playing the character.
Freddie Mercury was very shy.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
I mean, no one in real life can be like Freddie Mercury on stage, can they? Because you just think, just calm down, calm down.
And according to them, I always found this strange, but according to them, they never thought that Freddie was gay back in the early days.
I know, yeah. It's
right back in the early. They thought he was extrovert and a little bit extreme, but they never thought he was gay. He called everybody darling, but they never thought he was gay.
He kissed a lot of men.
Later, they said, we sort of knew all along, but it was never that obvious, and we didn't really know.
The thing is, it wasn't part of popular culture, wasn't it? It wasn't. Well, it wasn't. It wasn't.
It was very
a mainstream
when
thing.
we were young, but he'd have things like he'd call everybody. Now, come on, darlings, we've got to go and do. It'd be very theatrical with everything he did, but they just thought that was his nature.
Mm.
But they never put down as being gay. Well, that's It wasn't until later that he wanted to kill that man and become a new man. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Just killed a man.
I think that's what we're all about.
Yeah, could be. Or he was a serial killer and no one's twigged on yet, and he's actually got a backyard full of bodies.
Bismillah, no!
You're right. Triggering. So yeah, I don't know how I got into that, but yeah.
How did we get onto that?
Wayne spoke.
Wayne spoke?
We must have looked at one of us.
Wayne is in his John Candy shirt today.
John Candy. When you say John Candy,
polka.
You mean the Polka King from Home Alone? Wayne looks like it looks like the uncle that
It looks like a Christmas party.
No, it doesn't. It looks like the uncle that's waiting.
That's not allowed to come in.
That's a waiting trial, and has an unusual amount of cassettes and VHSs. So there's a theory behind. Well, it's not a theory. It's like what if theory about John Candy as a Polka King in Home Alone.
Yeah,
because he appears at the back of a van, at the back of like a truck there. And there's a Polka King.
She meets him up, wouldn't she?
Yeah, but then they sit in the back of the van, don't they?
Yeah.
That's when he starts talking, and there's people who create sub narratives to characters in films, and John Candy as the Polka King is actually like a serial killer.
Oh right,
who tours the US and is a bit of a slayer.
Yeah, well, you can see that, can't you?
Yeah,
with his clarinet.
Yeah.
Would you like to play it? No. Are you sure? No. He's trying to force his clarinet onto her.
John Candy, serial killer.
So that's what you are. You're a serial killer.
I'm a serial killer. Oh, right.
Yeah.
When do I know about this?
In fact, the collar that you've got there is referred to as a pajama collar.
Actually, thinking about it, he has got a very lumpy patio.
John Candy or
No, Wayne.
Well,
You know, I ain't seen Angela for quite some time.
No, I am actually.
Not after that shovel incident. When she walked into the shovel repeatedly, laid down.
Run into
She
this.
attacked that shovel with her face.
She ran into that bullet.
Run into this shovel as fast as you can.
Yeah, that's Christmassy.
No, officer. She attacked my shoe with her face.
Oh, there we go. Phil Collins. So, yeah, if you play Phil Collins at that particular time, then the Strike of Midnight will be the turnaround of the drums. I might do it this year.
Yeah, I might try
Just
that.
for fun. Just for me and to annoy
Well, you know what
Stacey.
you'll be doing anyway, don't you? You'll be watching Hootenanny.
It's not been very good for a few years, that.
It's been a bit iffy, hasn't it?
Yeah, last 2 or 3 has been a bit poor.
Been a bit iffy.
Been a bit poor.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, Jules.
I mean, it's not his fault. Most of the good people have died.
No, there's some good stuff coming up.
There it is, but...
Like cool.
Are we going to get excited about it anymore?
They should have Foy Vance back on. We all like a bit of Foy.
Who would you have on? In fact, yeah,
I think Gary's on parole.
Stop it. Easy. Who would you have on for the Jools Holland Hootenanny?
It's a good question.
Thank you.
It's a good question. Right, let me get. Can I get?
How many people are we going for?
You can
have
go for as many
five.
as you want.
No, because it'd be a long shoving.
Okay,
5.
Debate, yeah.
I don't think Hootenanny is Hootenanny without Sir Tom Jones on.
Oh, I think about a dance now.
I like a bit of Tom. Oh! And I think we used to have a bit of C6 Steve, but I don't know. Yeah, but he's been off the scene for quite some time now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
DC Steve.
Yeah, he has, yeah.
Oh, I mean, you say off the scene, maybe he's just like, I don't know, eating a roast dinner and just at home.
He might be, because he is knocking on a little bit, but he
Yeah.
might be having
Is
bad
this-
health.
is
I don't know, but
this-
he hasn't been
so
on for years, has he?
It's Switzerland he lives.
Yeah, Switzerland. I think.
Yeah.
With his wife.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you, C6 Steve. Now, he portrays this hobo character
Well,
with a one-string guitar.
Well, he was.
Yeah.
Well, he was, but I'd like to know when that was. Because he was in the music industry in the late 60s.
Well, obviously didn't go very well, did it?
No, because they were
No.
Oh, wait, are you saying it's all a big con?
No, it's not a big.
You trying to?
No. When he was younger, he did run away from home and he lived in California.
Because didn't Jools Holland pick him up on streets of
No.
New York?
No,
or
he
something?
just got.
He's been in several bands. He's been in disco bands. He's been in blues bands. He's been a session musician. He's been a producer. He's been a music engineer.
Really?
He's been in the music industry since late 60s.
In fact, now you're onto something here, and that's just reminded me. If you look at photos of C6 Steve when he was younger, like when he was 20, he had a full head of hair.
Yeah.
Where's that hair gone?
On his chin.
Is it all a lie?
It's all gone to his chin. No, he did have that life really when he was young, this hobo thing. But it's not, we got fooled into thinking that he did it most of his life, but he hadn't. He had a small period in his life where he was bumming around. But he'd actually been in the music industry in one form or another since the late 60s.
So what you're saying is that we should stop
liking him.
Stop liking him.
No,
This-
like him because he's great at what he
This
does.
liar.
He takes it back
Yes.
to bare minimum, one string.
All
And,
right,
it was great. I enjoyed it. So, going back to your original question.
Which was, who would you have on your
If I set the
hootenanny?
clock for 11:50, what would you have on Jools Holland? I want to have
I guess they have to be alive.
a soul singer, but I don't want to have.
Well, you
the
said
one-
Tom Jones.
Yeah, well, I don't want to have Ruby Turner because he always has Ruby Turner.
Okay.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
So I'm wanting.
Roger Waters. Roger's been at it again.
Bum bum.
No, I don't want Roger.
Roger
Waters.
does soul.
No, I want Gladys Knight.
All right.
I want Gladys Knight.
No pips.
No pips. I want Gladys Knight.
Seedless Gladys.
Gladys Knight. Or Anita Baker. I like a bit of Anita Baker. She's got a great voice.
Okay.
But I'm going to go for, Gladys Knight. And then I want somebody fairly modern and current.
Lulu.
She is a current. No, I don't know
I'm
who
gonna
that
go-
might be. I'm going to go for. Right, I'm going to go for Rival Sons.
Oh.
A bit of rock there. Yeah, a bit of. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm struggling now to think of.
You got one more.
One more.
Who are you going to put in that sack of Christmas joy? You got Tom Jones. You got Gladys.
I got
You
Foy.
got Rival.
I've got Foy.
And you got Foy.
And I'm going to go.
It's so
with
close.
Douglas Adams
Douglas Adams, famous for
singing.
There we go. Not Rod Stewart then.
Oh, sorry, Rod.
No, it's
Oh,
too late now. Wayne, what are you going to go for?
I'm just going to have a narrowing off of Rod Stewart.
That sounds great. That sounds great. Yeah. Rod Stewart, a fan of the show. Yeah.
I'm going to go with.
He has pressed that button and liked and subscribed, and he does everything that you should do. So join forces with Rod and do what he does.
But then you went and spoiled it all by flicking him.
Yeah.
Then you'll be all on our party when we have party.
I'm going to go with. I'm not going to go with the obvious people that I class as big. I'm going to go with the up and coming people, or some are going to be up and coming. Someone's going to be big, actually. I've just thought about somebody else who I might have in. Anyway, I'm going to have Cold Stairs.
Okay.
Right?
Yes. Joel Bonamassa.
I'm going to go with Joanna Shaw-Taylor.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm also going to go with Ian Segal.
Oh, all right.
That's an interesting one, actually.
Yeah.
We both like Ian Segal.
Yeah.
Ian Segal.
Well, he's like my Foy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Ian Segal, for the listeners at home who don't know anything about Ian Segal, he is an Englishman that puts on a very strong American accent and sings the blues.
Mm.
He does.
So that's three.
In a style of Howlin' Wolf, I would say.
I'm then going to have.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I'm then going to go with. Now, this is where I fall short about not being
Good shout that we had.
big up there, because I'd go with Adele. Again, I'd get
That's a good one. Yeah, well done. Well done.
Yeah, she's my. That's my. What is it? Bit into it. My Gladys. You've gone for the modern day Gladys.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah,
All right.
And then I would probably go with. I'd like a what should we call them? An oldie, a familiar face like you've gone with.
Gladys. Tom.
Oh, you went with Tom.
Oh,
didn't you?
Tom. Yeah.
Somebody up there that would steal the show, shall we say, or be
Tony Christie.
or be looked up to.
Tony Christie.
I'm going to go with Rod.
Rod.
Oh.
We'll throw a Rod in there.
I mean, he looks he looks like a tartan Christmas present, doesn't he?
He does, doesn't he?
He does.
And, fetch him back to his roots.
Yeah. It's a good shout.
Fetch
Let's
him-
face it.
Fetch him
Can't
over
beat a bit of
pond.
Rod.
Mine would be, I would go The Darkness. The Don't Let the Bells End.
All
Christmas
right.
song,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
it's a bit,
yeah,
they're a bit
yeah,
like they're
yeah.
a bit animated,
Yeah.
something like that. Because
okay.
let's not forget the seasonal spirit.
Yeah.
I would go with Leon Bridges for The Soul Edge.
Can you sing The River?
Yes, he can, and he's good friends with John Mayer. So John Mayer would turn up and he'd do a little on the guitar.
Oh, okay. It's sounding good. This.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
all right.
yes,
Yeah. So we've got Leon Bridges featuring John Mayer on guitar, and we've got The Darkness. I would have. When Wayne said Adele, I was thinking, what female would I have? And this is an odd one because you've not heard of her for a while, but she's got a good voice. Duffy.
Oh.
She hasn't been seen for years.
There's a reason for that, and it's quite dark.
Yeah, I know. I know the story behind it.
yeah.
But,
So I think Duffy would
she
be
has
good.
got a good voice.
She has
Yeah.
a great
I thought she
voice.
got a really big.
She had a really promising
Future.
career, and
Yeah,
she
she
got
fetched one or
robbed.
two albums
She got
out.
robbed of it. But
Yeah.
so Duffy,
Yeah.
that she'd do something quite interesting with Jools on the piano, maybe something like that.
Mm.
Boxing.
I don't know, maybe like backgammon. So that's 3. 4, I would have. Who vintage and retro would I have? I mean, Rod, obviously.
I forgot Rod.
Yeah, you forgot Rod.
I
I've
forgot-
only been
how can I
following for
forget-
years.
How can you
can I
forget
forget
Rod?
Rod?
What's wrong with you?
Roderick David Stewart, born 10th of January.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah, that's a bit of a stalker type thing, isn't it?
sounding
Yeah.
desperate now.
Yeah.
Who would I have? Excuse me.
Oh, I've just thought of it.
I tell you who's better
This is-
then. It's definitely not having him on. No way we're having Frankie Miller on. You beat him hands down every time, Rod. Don't worry about it. If you know, you know.
I might have. It's a toss up between Jamie Cullum and Harry Connick Jr.
Ooh, I like them both.
I know,
I like them both.
but I think maybe
I want to say it again.
I think maybe Jamie
again.
Cullum.
I like them both.
Jamie Cullum, just because it's more contemporary, and I'm also going to have Gregory Porter.
Oh, yeah.
I tried to keep mine like stripped back.
Yeah,
And I've just thought of another great artist that I'd like to see on there. Jools, if you're watching, Lock and Poe.
Lock and Poe, yeah, great.
Stripped back.
Stripped
that
back.
stripped back stuff.
I stripped back of the.
Oh, just-
bikinis.
they're wearing nothing but a sequin.
A huge sequin.
A huge
One
6
big
foot
sequin
sequin.
with just 2 aisles.
Okay.
I tried to keep mine stripped back, not big,
Yeah.
not big bands, big artists, but stripped back raw material.
I'll go Harry Connick Jr.
Well, I'm sorry, you've picked George. You have to
Yeah, I know,
stand
but-
down. Stand down.
Yes, you can't.
I like them. I
Yeah,
like them. And Gregory Porter, yeah, he's one of my favourites.
And he's actually quite a favourite of the Jools Holland show as well.
He is,
so
he
he
is.
pops up a lot. But
Yeah.
that was a fun
Yeah, but good that.
fun segment.
Good that.
Has it finished?
It's finished now.
Can we not discuss it some more?
We've concluded on that,
Okay.
and I think we agreed that me and Wayne won.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think you did. But I'm still going to stick with Foy and Tom.
Oh, me and Tom's a good
Yeah.
shout.
Yeah,
And Gladys.
What song would Tom
Because again,
sing?
it's stripped back. I think another good artist on there, what you could put on there that would be a big hit because he could strip it back.
Strip it
Would
back.
be
Way
Ed,
back.
Ed Sheeran.
No.
Yeah,
No,
I do. Yeah,
They get the kids in, I guess.
No,
but
it's a bit too. No.
No.
I don't like the new set for Jools Holland show. I don't like it. I don't like this like amphitheatre.
Oh, it's in the old. What is it?
Alexander Palace.
Yeah, that's right.
I
yeah.
just don't like
Weren't
how.
you down the other week?
Spring, but I don't. It's in a different room that you don't generally have access to. But I just don't like how you got these big walls around you. They used to have these like quite like engaging light strobes that were sat behind them, and
Yeah.
the camera would spin around, and they'd have an audience. But now you can't even see the audience because the audience are way above the artists.
Yeah.
I just find it a bit weird. And
It's like a big warehouse, isn't it? No, it's like a Victorian workshop, isn't it?
Oh, it's like a Victorian warehouse where you bring in show ponies for sale.
Yeah, it's too cold.
Yeah,
It's too cold.
it's not cool. I don't like it. Mind to it.
The Tom Jones number, I'd like him to do because I've just put it on my Spotify.
Tower
playlist.
of.
Sorry?
Go on, sorry.
Burning Hell.
Ooh.
It's an old John Lee Hooker song, and he does it brilliantly.
Yeah, is it? What's the from the album? The album did the
It's from the album.
Tower of Learning or Tower of something. Oh.
No, it's from Praise and Blame.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Praise and Blame. It's from, and it's an old John Lee Hooker song, and it is Burning Hell. It's as heavy as anything you're going to get from Bravo Sons. It's really ballsy.
Really
Yeah.
good.
Really gritty ass ballsy stuff. It's good.
Gritty ass.
gritty
balls.
ass.
Yeah.
There's not like a gritty ass.
Well, there's not worse than gritty balls, I always
No,
say.
there's not. When you're in sand,
Yeah. So I would, yeah. And can I just,
in sand here, covered in your suntan
if I could
lotion.
throw one curveball into this little
Like a fucking
stage
donut.
show that we've got going on here,
Yeah.
new artist. You've got to pick a new artist. Mine's going to be
Leon Bridges.
Noah Guthrie and Good Trouble.
And for
Yeah.
reasons why.
Because he's got a great track called Hellfire and Rain. And if you've ever,
it's a great, it's a brilliant
when I
track.
sent you, I
Yes.
sent you this the other week, didn't I?
Yeah. I do like
And if
that.
there's ever an earworm that's going to get right in your ear, under your skin, it's Noah Guthrie and Good Trouble. Hellfire and Rain. What a voice! What a voice!
That's Jeff's pick of the pops.
It is. It is. What a voice!
Yeah. Now that's what I call a voice.
A voice. Well, I'd play something, but we keep getting banned.
Yeah, if we play
Yeah.
music, we get restricted by YouTube.
So they don't like it.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
bastards.
That's one word for it.
Here's the thing, though. If you are watching this on YouTube, head over to Spotify and follow us, because I think what we're going to start doing is creating playlists that you could listen to and follow. So we'll amalgamate some of our
It's
monthly...
basically a Joe Bonamassa back catalogue, really.
We'll amalgamate, me and Jeff, weekly music or monthly music, and we'll see how that goes. And if you enjoy it, then we'll create more. And if you don't, then we won't.
But I've got an interesting story about Joe Bonamassa.
Oh, Joe Bonamassa, it's got 4 fingers on each hand and then 2 thumbs.
And
Do you know, can I tell you a funny story before you tell that?
no,
Because you just reminded me. Where I still work, but there used to be somebody that worked there. And there was 2 people that worked there. Frank, a good friend of mine, he'd gone out of office and we were telling this other person. She says, who's that? Who's that then? That's Frankie Four Fingers. What? Frankie Four Fingers? Why did they call him Frankie Four Fingers? I says, 'cause he's got 4 fingers. Yeah, does he? Really? I says, yeah, you have a look next time you come in and he's got 4 fingers. And obviously, didn't really catch on there. I got a Clip Route logo for that later.
This guy.
But it was very funny at the time. So he's still known as Frankie Four Fingers.
Because in his fish finger sandwiches, he only likes 4 fish fingers. He won't have any more.
Oh, just a minute. Steve, pick up the pace a bit. You're slacking. Yes, you know who you are, Banksy. Pick up the pace a bit. Thank you.
Was he? He's walking and listening to this?
yes.
He does, yeah.
Oh, right, there we go, right.
Yeah, he does.
I can almost hear his breath. We have an incline.
You can get a bacon sandwich when you get to top of hill. Come on, mate. Come on. Push out.
So, Wayne, you were going to say?
So a story about Joe Bonamassa. So Joe Bonamassa was doing something with David Coverdale.
Oh, this sounds very vague. Is it sexual?
Not as an album or something like that. No, but
He was doing something with David
I can't
Coverdale.
remember if it was like one of these
In an Airbnb.
gig things, or there were 4 or 5 different people. So they'd been chatting away about what they'd been doing in the last couple of weeks, few weeks or stuff like that. And Bonamassa had mentioned to Coverdale that he had been in studio with Bernie Marsden.
All right. Yeah.
A little time went on, and Coverdale gets a phone call, answers his phone, and I think his name is Franny, Bernie Marsden's wife. Is it Franny?
Something like that,
Fran? Something like that. So he tells that he passed on. So Coverdale's got a big friend of Bernie Marsden. Absolutely. Oh, my God. So it was actually David Coverdale that told Joe Bonamassa that Marsden had died that night.
Yeah, he didn't know, did he?
No.
And they were really big mates.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They spent quite a bit of time together, didn't they?
Yeah.
But
I think
obviously
Bernie
not
Marsden,
enough time because he didn't know he died.
No. He'd seen him about, I think it was about 6-8 weeks ago. He'd done some. Bernie Marsden just got a new album, hadn't he?
Yeah, he had, yeah.
Had he finished it when he died, or were he halfway through it when he died, or something like that? But Bonamassa had done some guitar work on there for him. I
think he'd done some producing as well,
and he'd
hadn't he?
also produced, I think, 2 tracks. So that was like about 6-8 weeks before he died, which Bonamassa says that was the last time I saw him and spoke to him. But they were really good friends.
Yeah.
But it was Coverdale that told Bonamassa that Bernie Marsden had died.
He got the call,
last
didn't
night.
he?
Yeah.
And he said Bernie's died.
And well, how
He was
that,
gutted, weren't he?
Yeah,
He was
well,
gutted.
yeah.
Well, he would be.
It's just funny, isn't it, how that
Yeah.
circle works.
Hmm.
I just, it got me thinking, all these famous people all within that circle. It's just,
Yeah. Imagine that WhatsApp
like we
group.
said before,
Yeah.
some of them get on and some of them don't.
oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Rubber Pants don't like him.
No.
It was Rubber Pants.
Oh, sorry, Robert Plant.
Oh, I'd like to be. Do you know when you go to these award shows? I mean, we don't know, but you know these award shows that certain select people go to. I'd like to be in the after show party. I'd like to hear, what they get up to when the cameras aren't on. Like, oh, bloody hell. Oh, is that it again? Old Peacock Jagger. We don't care. I don't know what impersonation that would be, but
I was also listening to, surprisingly enough, an interview with a bloke called Joe Bonamassa.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ. I mean...
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Joe Bonamassa Show.
And he actually said in this interview, which I'm a bit surprised by, that he plans to retire at 55
Yeah, he does.
in Atlanta.
Any later? No, definitely not.
No,
Definitely
55-year-old is done.
Right.
And is apparently the way that he wants to do it, he wants to finish in Atlanta.
All right.
And he's going to go and buy himself a pen and subscribe on it to Joe. Happy retirement, lots of love, Joe.
I mean, it's a romantic image. You
And
know,
he
it's
says-
like something of ilk of some
it.
sort of like
No,
family film.
no more than, what is he now, 46?
I think the best way for him to
Yeah.
retire would be to do a big show, right? And he's going to do his last show at a big venue, right? And he opens it with the first song. And in that first song, it's a banger, right? Everyone loves it. They're going mad for it. You know, the 4 people there are going mad for it. And he's in the solo. At
There's 4?
There's 4 people.
It's a sellout.
It's a
And
sellout.
they don't
gig.
rest at concert, it's cover versions at Spice
It's
Girls.
Wayne there with It's Wayne there with mirrors, and what it is, and Joe goes into his big solo, and then is halfway through the solo, he just stops and he finishes on the note that doesn't resolve, and he just puts down the guitar and walks away.
And
Oh, that'd be
says,
good.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Doesn't resolve.
Does not resolve. Don't resolve
Does
the
it mean
note.
does it mean he will come back to resolve it?
And then he can bring out a book coin, and it'd be like
unresolved.
Unresolved by Joe Bonamassa.
Yeah.
My retirement.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should just work in his
Yeah,
mouth.
I think that
So what's he
works.
going to do when he
That's
does
worked,
retire? Is he going to go into production?
You didn't say?
Well, he does that now, doesn't he?
Yeah, producers a lot. Joanna Shaw Taylor
No.
is
Who's
just...
he like produce with? The
oh,
what do they call him?
Sorry,
I forgot.
that wasn't me trying to make Cody. Peter Gabriel.
oh, no. Oh, my God, I forgot his name.
Yeah. Dougie's a big fan, isn't he?
Yeah, didn't he do something with Aerosmith and stuff like that?
No.
He did, didn't he? Early
No.
times. Oh, God, I forgot his bloody name.
He's got his own studio and then talks to him to work,
Is he,
work
is
together.
he Australian?
No.
South African? Something like that? He is.
Oh, no, you're thinking of producer. You're thinking
no.
of the South African producer
Yeah.
that now lives in Australia.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, no, I mean, the guitarist.
Kevin Shirley.
Yeah,
Shirley.
not Kevin Shirley, no. The guitarist that he works with, he's produced some records with, and he goes on his tour, he's his second guitarist, and he's on the Keep Blues Alive cruise.
Wow.
I'm just trying to think.
Wilcock's a big fan.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of Corey.
No.
He does somebody called...
Is he French?
No,
Is he Russian?
No.
Is he German?
He's
Is he? Are you sure he's not from South Africa?
No, he's not, no.
While you're thinking about that, did anyone listen to Radio X at Christmas? Because Bonehead from Oasis has been asked, or had been asked, to. I mean, all right, I'll cut it. This is recorded before Christmas, and what we're doing is now we are lying and pretending that this is an after Christmas show. When really we are preempting information that we already know is going to come out. So, did anyone watch Bonehead and Radio X present a show?
No.
No, I didn't watch it either. But apparently they were making a big thing about on Radio X that Bonehead from Oasis, the drummer that was canned. Is he the drummer? Oh, no, it was the guitarist that was canned.
Bass player, wasn't he?
Bass is a guitar. Yeah, because Noel's a guitarist.
Yeah.
There we go. It was canned, along with many of them. But now is like being asked to do a radio show
On.
Radio X, like a Christmas show.
Yeah.
Like
Why?
why?
They try and grab these partial celebrities
Tenuous links
to get a tenuous
Yeah.
bit of... Yeah.
I will say this though, Noel Gallagher, when he is on an interview on a radio show, he tends to go on
Forever?
one of these. He's got like I'm sure his friend's one of these radio stations. He does a good interview.
Yeah, he is actually.
He is good. No matter what you think about Oasis or whatever, but Noel is a very humorous and insightful interviewer.
He's a lot better than he were.
Yeah, he just he's got this air about him that he doesn't really care what he says, and he's quite funny.
Yeah, he does. He doesn't care what he opens his mouth and whatever's in there comes out. But it's not as... What tends to come out these days is not as offensive as it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it. I guess maybe it was all like
Is that because he ain't got an image to keep up to?
you're given that character, aren't you? And you sort of like you play up
Is
to
that
it
because he hasn't got an image to stand up to now?
potentially.
So he ain't got to be an arsehole as much as he used to be because
It doesn't have to be current.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he's not in the limelight anymore, is he? So
He is in rock history now. He's not like
Yeah,
the hot new potato.
the hot new potato.
oh,
Yeah,
he's now the hot old potato.
he's the
Or the cool.
he is the
Is
establishment now, isn't
the
it?
established
Well, you
old
become
potato.
the establishment. You're the legends.
Yeah.
Would you put him as a legend?
Yeah, you would.
Yeah,
You can't not put Noel Gallagher as a legend.
really.
Just for the catalogue of work that he's done.
Like him or not, unfortunately, that's his.
Oh yeah,
that's his history.
Yeah.
He's and
Oh,
it's there.
I'm not
It's there.
disputing it. I'm just saying, would you put him up there with?
Would you put him up there as a legend?
Hmm.
Go on, write it down. We'll just wait here all day.
Yeah.
Write it down.
Write it down now. And while you're at it, click that like button and follow.
So while you're
subscribe.
writing that down, this dog walks into a bar
All right.
and he jumps up on stool and he says, "Can I have a pint of IPA, please?"
I don't think I did.
Barman says, "Brilliant, that's good. That's brilliant, that." And he goes, "Oh, what do you mean?" He says, "Well, you should be in a circus doing that." He says, "Why do they need an electrician?" You'll get that later.
All right. On that note, goodbye.
Goodbye.